We're Tom and Tracy, retired couple from St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome to Sailing Bucket List, and welcome to the beautiful North Channel.
Next series of videos are going to be of our trip from Charlevoix, Michigan to the North Channel for about a month, maybe a little longer. So we hope you enjoy it. This video is episode 20, The Heywood Bear. Episode 19 ended with a grand helicopter flyby while we were in the Killarney Channel. In this episode, we left the Killarney Channel, we went down to Lansdowne, and then across Fraser Bay into Heywood Island. Once we're in Heywood, we actually turned back east to Browning Cove.
Browning Cove at Heywood Island is a lovely, peaceful place to anchor.
The first night at Browning Cove was very beautiful, and we had a brilliant moon above us.
In the morning, we decide to go exploring. This map shows Heywood Island. There's two big dots on this map. The one to the right is the east anchorage called Browning Cove Anchorage. The one to the west on the left is the main anchorage. There's a red line in between those two dots. That's the course we took in our dinghy to go exploring. We're off. Going for a dinghy ride at sunset.
Heywood Bay.
Heywood Bay, and the name of this cove is
Browning Island?
Browning Cove. Okay, behind Browning Island. About what, 7 miles from Little Current?
About that, yeah.
We were here in the North Channel 4 years ago, in August of 2018. At that time, there were reports of bear encounters in this very anchorage. For example, the Little Current Cruiser's Net reported 5 such bear encounters.
In these bear encounters, a bear would board or attempt to board an anchored boat. Imagine if your boat was anchored here and you had a surprise visitor.
You gonna get it up on plane or no?
When we get out, it's done.
Okay. Thank you. One woman went to investigate unusual noises at the stern of her catamaran. When she saw a bear paw with claws coming up between the hulls, she grabbed an oar and started striking the bear. Finally, the bear broke her oar and then left.
Another incident that occurred in Browning Cove, a boater had left his boat in his dinghy, and upon his return, a bear was inside the cabin. They were able to scare the bear away by beating on the hull, but a lot of damage was done in the interior.
That's Fraser Bay. On the far side of Fraser Bay is Bay Fin. In 2018, here in Browning Cove, a bear climbed a swim platform trying to get into a boat. In another incident, a bear climbed over the bow of a boat.
Other reports from Browning Cove in 2018 One boater used the noise from an air horn to discourage a bear from climbing aboard. Another boater sprayed a bear with a fire extinguisher, again to discourage the bear.
Now we're up on plane.
A boater in Browning Cove Anchorage took this photo in August of 2018. In one account, the bear was estimated to weigh 250 pounds.
Bears do live in the North Channel, and bears do swim, and they climb, and they also search for food. This particular bear in 2018 was unusual because he had lost his fear of climbing on boats.
Now we're in the shadow.
It was reported that some boaters cleaned their fish on their boats while anchored in Browning Cove, left the remains on their boat at night. The bear presumably smelled the fish, swam over and got on the boat.
Very shallow.
Conclusion,
Point on the
the
right.
bear considered the boat a meal ticket.
You might be in the shallow.
Going down.
Go to the left. More. There you go.
Great plane now.
Okay.
After visiting the main anchorage, we decided to turn around and head east back to Browning Cove.
We do not know for sure what happened to the Heywood bear. In 2018, authorities did not announce any plans to deal with this bear. There were several reports about the bear being killed or relocated.
It turns out that we were in the North Channel in 2018. How did we deal with the bear situation? Well, we bought bear spray, and more importantly, we stayed away from Heywood Island.
I see our boat way over there. I see our boat way over there.
Since August of 2018, there have been no reports of any bear boarding a boat in the North Channel. We're back to anchoring safely in Heywood Island.
When I went to Philmont with our sons a few years ago,
Okay.
we learned that if you feed a bear, you kill the bear. Since 2018, we never leave fish remains on our boat. Hopefully other boaters in the North Channel will do the same. Let me put more air in it.
Yeah, me too. That was a good idea.
This concludes episode 20, The Heywood Bear. Now we're continuing to head west, ultimately toward Charlevoix. An epilogue to this episode is that in 2018, fortunately, there were no deaths or injuries attributed to the Heywood Bear.
If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.